Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Premiere Next. In this video you are going to get all the information related to the latest updates of The Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire. Even though reviewers aren't thrilled with Zack Snyder's most recent film, Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire, fans are bound to be thrilled about it. The sci-fi epic on Netflix, which notably began as a concept for a Star Wars film, has received mixed reviews from critics thus far. This initial part of a planned franchise is receiving criticism for being overly copycat and falling short of providing much more in the way of character and plot development, even while it boasts amazing world-building and Snyder's signature style of thrilling action scenes. Naturally, it will find a following, which is fortunate because Rebel Moon, Part 2, The Scargiver will be out in just 4 months. Rebel Moon, what is it? Rebel Moon is a two-part epic, the first of which is titled A Child of Fire. The first segment of the movie centers on Korra, a former Imperium member who ended up on the planet Veld and sought safety in a little farming community. Korra decides to travel across the galaxy in search of warriors to assist her in fending against the Imperium and Motherworld before they attack her hamlet, after the Imperium arrives and demands their crop to fuel their army. The greatest fighters she can find are encountered along the way, including Titus, a former Imperium general, Gunner, a farmer and Korra's buddy, Tarek, a former nobleman turned blacksmith with the ability to forge bonds with animals and mobilize them for battle, and Kai, a mercenary and starship pilot. Darien Bloodaxe, a warrior who leads an insurgent group that opposes the Imperium, Nemesis, a cyborg swordmaster, and Devra Bloodaxe, Darien's sister, are also members of the insurgent organization. Not to mention that Anthony Hopkins portrays Jimmy, a robot. Review updates of The Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire. Snyder has been given the chance to work with Netflix on numerous IPs. After 11 years of development, he can now fully realize the notion he has been working on for his Army of the Dead world. Thankfully for all parties concerned, Lucasfilm rejected Rebel Moon because it wasn't their ideal for the universe. Originally conceived as a Star Wars movie, now that Netflix has made it possible, he can create an even larger cosmos than he could have ever dreamed of. There are a lot of situations in this that wind up seeming a lot like scenes from Star Wars, especially in the second act. We visit abandoned worlds that resemble Tatooine a lot, find ourselves in pubs populated by a variety of extraterrestrial species, and, of course, have swords that we aren't allowed to refer to as lightsabers due to legal concerns. It makes sense that some aspects are just inevitable and will lead to comparisons, even with the obvious Star Wars similarities. As a fresh, independent science fiction movie, it holds up well. Rebel Moon is another example of Zack Snyder's amazing ability to bring worlds to life. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates related to upcoming movies and series.